We've always heard that low reps are for strength, 8 to 12 reps for building muscle, and anything above that is for endurance. But I think that's a load of bull. I used to be a professional kickboxer, and generally in the combat sports / martial art world, lots of fighters train and build their physiques with a high rep bodyweight work. And I honestly think the fighter physique is one of the best physiques out there. And on YouTube you can find lots of calisthenics athletes who are shredded and who have big muscles. How can that be? Anything over 12 reps is just cardio, right? Well, the research suggests that anywhere from 5 to 30 reps are equally as effective for building muscle. So 8 to 12 reps does work for hypertrophy, but the range is much bigger. In fact, low loads might be even better according to this study. Now when it comes to building strength, low reps are better, but there's quite some overlap. If you go from being able to do 5 pull-ups to 20 clean pull-ups, or from 10 to 30 dips, your strength will increase, and your upper body muscle will be legit. If you want to understand how muscle hypertrophy works, in a nutshell, our muscles are made up of a bunch of individual muscle fibers, and these muscle fibers are recruited through an all or nothing principle. High loads activate them all at once. Low loads call upon a smaller group first, and then as fatigue sets in, it calls on new muscle fibers until all are activated. And that's why training to or near failure is important. If you can do 30 push-ups, 2 sets of 10 won't help you grow bigger muscles. So, what rep range is best? This depends on your goals, but for building muscle, I would say sets of at least 8 reps are best. Staying a few reps shy of failure is good for several reasons. Better form, more overall volume done. It's great for managing fatigue, so you can do more overall volume. And if you're staying a few reps shy of failure, this means you'll be doing very low reps, starting with a 5 rep max for example. Other reasons why lower loads are great is that you need less time to warm up. By the time someone drove to the gym, loaded their plates on for a back squat, you will have already done a killer bodyweight workout at home. Training with lighter loads means you have less chance of injury, and you can't progress if you're injured. It's equally taxing on the muscle, but it's easier on the joints. You might not care in your 20s, but you will later. Now what about very high reps? That's also not ideal for muscle growth. Let's say you do a set of 200 bodyweight squats. Those very high reps are mentally demanding, and you often quit because you don't want to continue, or you're out of breath. Not because your legs, the target musculature, are failing. That's not to say very high reps don't have their place, but it is great for other reasons. So, the rep range we can work in is bigger than previously thought, and you don't have to be afraid you won't build muscle if you push the reps beyond 12. Now, rep ranges are just one lesson I learned after 2 decades of training. If you want to see what else I learned, watch this video next.